Hello, everybody, and welcome to the semifinals for the Generation Jumble Winners Bracket. We're already getting near the end, folks. We have this. We have my match with Creeper. Uh, we'll have like the winners finals. We'll finish losers bracket. And then the winners of losers bracket faces the winners of the winners bracket. And then that is it. We are getting close to the end, which I literally just said. I'm sorry, it's like 12 at night. I forgot to make this earlier today. I'm very tired right now, but I figured, okay, like, this is really important. It's the freaking semifinals with Zasterly versus Zach and Theus. So I kind of have to see this. These two have had amazing performances. And I'm just looking forward to seeing, like, how this match goes. Should be a lot of fun. Let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so starting off with Jinx and Dunsparce. That two wealthy kisses missing is huge. The Fire Blast kills the Jinx. That is, like, holy crap. I've never seen a Jinx that unlucky before. Doesn't get the freeze. You do get the crit, but unfortunately it just doesn't do a lot. So this Dunsparce, even with just Fire Blast and Blizzard, can probably just annihilate. Like, holy crap. I'm starting to see just the power of just Amnesia Dunsparce. Okay, unfortunately, Zasterly's gets burned. Doesn't make a big difference, because at least it's faster. So I guess we'll have to see how this goes. Hyper Drill doesn't do much. So I guess this thing probably has only one special move. Looks like that's going to be Blizzard. Do you have Rest? You do have Rest, okay. Does Zasterly's have Rest? Yes, it does. But because of how Gen 1 works, Zasterly's and Dunsparce is still going to be, what's it called? Faster. Doesn't really matter since they switch into Zapdos and Sceptile. I think Zapdos has the better matchup here, especially when it's a crit. Okay, Zasterly's still in this. Paralyzing the Metagross, that's probably going to help for the most part. Agility is scary. Tanks the Ice Punch very well, but you get the freeze. Now, fortunately, or unfortunately, like, that Dunsparce has Fire Blast. So theoretically, there is a way that the Frost did. But as you could imagine, it's incredibly risky. And just most likely it's not going to work. So I think it's pretty safe to say, Zasterly missing Wealthy Kiss twice pretty much just doomed her. So like, it just gave Zach and Theus just a really good lead that, like, there's just not much she can really do against. Like, I don't really see how you get out of this. Justice Dunsparce alone is probably going to be too tanky for Zasterly to really take out. Already getting those Amnesias in, you miss Fire Blast, and that's like the one thing that, like, she might have against this Dunsparce exactly. Fire Blast and Blizzard having low power points. And missing. But I don't think it's going to be enough. And that's just for one Pokemon, let alone 4. Unfortunately, they're not going for the Fire Blast, but even if they did, it would definitely finish off Metagross. Man, what is with all the missing? That is... it's just like... both of them are kind of unlucky, if we're being honest here. Zasterly is probably going to win out, though. Gets burned again. Both of them are going to be having to go for rest. So this match, we still got a game here. Let's see how long it's actually going to take. Oh, they have Terrakion in the back. Okay, going for the Sword Stance was actually a really great play there. Rock Slide, unfortunately, is not enough, but it doesn't matter. Because now, you take it out. You go into Dunsparce. You use the double kick. Okay, does a lot of damage with that Sword Stance up. And the game is just over. Goes in the Metagross. Earthquake. Wow, it survives. And already took a little bit of chip too. Okay, like, I already knew Metagross was tanky, but gosh dang. Okay, time for game 2. Starting off with Jolteon, and we have Zoroark. Interesting leading with Zoroark. Probably not the best idea, considering just how dangerous it is as a late game cleaner. But unfortunately, we get another Blizzard missing, but you get full paralysis. A crit on the Blizzard doesn't kill. And Psychic brings it to half health, but unfortunately, Porygon does have recover. Flamethrower gets a crit, but you can... Oh, that's actually really good for Zastui. Yeah, a burned Porygon Z can't get paralyzed. Yeah, this is actually, like, that's actually kind of huge. Going for Thunder Wave. And what does this Metagross do? Just goes for a critical Psychic. It does do a lot, but you can recover off the damage. Going with Agility, so now that Paralysis Speed drop is no longer a thing. But I think Zastui's Metagross can take on Zacanthias's. Because Zacanthias is, I think, using a special Metagross. So, yeah, like, as long as you don't get frozen again, like, yeah, there we go. Alright, 2, like, very powerful Pokemon are already taken out. Going for Thunder Wave, since I think they're predicting a switch, I can respect that. Somehow the Metagross survives a Fire Blast despite taking chip damage. It's a shame it doesn't have Explosion, because that would have been perfect. Okay, going for Recover, probably the best idea. You go for Thunder Wave. No, you don't. You just go for the Blizzard. Unfortunately, it does not kill. You can just go for another... Actually, no, you can't. You just get crit. But you have Jolteon, which can just easily revenge kill. Probably should have... Actually, I forget what the accuracy on Double Kick is. It unfortunately does nothing against Dunsparce. But Dunsparce just goes for Amnesia. So I guess you're fishing out those crits. But even a crit barely does anything. But it's probably better than just going for a Thunderbolt, in all honesty. Jolteon survives, doesn't get the bird. Do you get the crit? No, you don't, unfortunately. But you miss the Fire Blast and you don't go for rest. Okay, Jolteon actually managed to take out the Dunsparce. That's hilarious. It can outspeed the Sceptile and paralyze it. So Zastui, I think, very comfortably has game... Okay, now I hate it. Now I hate the game. Of course they use Pin Missile Jolteon. The bane of my existence. No, do not tell me they take that Sceptile with Pin Missile. It hit 5 times twice in a row. That... I don't even want to talk about it. The last Pokemon's Terrakion. But to be honest, with 3 Pokemon, Zastui definitely has this. Double Kick almost being a 2-KO is nice, but I don't think it's going to be enough without a crit. Yeah, Tauros wins the 1v1. Alright, so that was game 2. What closer than game 1, but still, you know, like, ended with Zastui having half her Pokemon left. Let's see who wins in this final round. This should be good. Okay, Jolteon lead again, and then you're going with Metagross. The Metagross goes for Agility, predicting a Thunder Wave. Ooh, this Metagross is physical. Okay, that's a big, big deal. Now, does Zastui go for Rest? Doesn't look like it, but they might need to. Okay, here we go. Now, the only thing you have to worry about is potentially a crit or switching out. The Dunsparce, we know, most likely has Fire Blast. But then again, the Metagross changed its set, so who knows. You get the freeze? No, you don't. You paralyze the Dunsparce, going for Seismic Toss. But unfortunately, Dunsparce is incredibly tanky, has a huge HP stat. So the Dunsparce is probably going to win this 1v1 unless Zastui does something. Now, would get a freeze? That's the main question. It's probably gonna... Oh, full paralysis saves it. So the Dunsparce will not be a threat for this game. That is huge. It's interesting that the Terrakion didn't go for Double Kick. If it did, I think the chance he actually would have died there. Okay. So that does, like, I think 60. Or around that range. Going for a Swords Dance. The chance he tries to get some chip damage in, but it's going to die here no matter what. I'm assuming the Metagross can probably just switch in and kill with Earthquake. Wow, but you went with a double kick there. I think I actually would have killed the Tauros. Is there something you're saving your Metagross for? Oh, I know it's asleep, isn't it? Okay, I forgot about that. Okay, the Sceptile is paralyzed. You lose a full turn of paralysis. Pin Missile misses because it's garbage in Gen 1. Sceptile goes for agility. It's once again the fastest Pokemon in the field. And then Pin Missile's barely going to do any damage here. Yeah, look at that. Only did 2. Okay, you go into Zoroark, which does it survive a crit? It does, but still takes a lot of damage. It doesn't have enough to kill this Sceptile. So Zacynthius might have this in the game, actually. Oh yeah, they just win here. Okay, so the last Pokemon's Metagross, but it's asleep. Okay, Metagross wakes up though. Okay, crit didn't do that much actually, so technically there's still a chance. Probably should have went for another Earthquake there. And Zacynthius probably should have went for Rest. I guess it didn't really matter since it was just over anyways. Well, GG's Disastroly. You made it incredibly far, and I think you're still going to be in the losers bracket, so technically you have another chance. But Zacynthius, you have now made it to the winners bracket finals. Tomorrow, or I guess technically today, since it's like 12:50 at the time of recording this, I will probably have my match with Creeper. And depending on who wins, we'll face Zacynthius in the finals. Then we have the losers bracket to see who will, ends up winning that. And then, that's it. This Generation Jumble has been a lot of fun so far. I'm sorry it took so long to actually get this going. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, do a lot of what if videos. But Season 2 will be much more focused, much more consistent, and there won't be a giant pause. But before that happens, we gotta finish Season 1. Thank y'all for watching. This is Groundback, and I look forward to hearing from you.